everybody. Welcome back. Instead of celebrating American freedom and, of course, my 78th birthday, some Democrats and their progressive media allies have turned this 4th of July into a Bash America fest. Squad member Cori Bush is an example, tweeting, "When they say that the 4th of July is about American freedom, remember this. The freedom they're referring to is for white people. This land is stolen land, and black people still aren't free." And Congresswoman Maxine Waters, Jesse's aunt, adds, tweeting, "The Declaration of Independence says all men are created equal." Equal to what? What men? Only white men. And it wasn't just Congress, media outlets, left-wing media outlets, the New York Times, PBS, etc., also taking shots at America. You know, Greg, it's not a perfect country, but every place I travel, people want to come here.
Yeah, and I mean, I understand this from students, right? If you're in college, you have this peer pressure and your professors that are constantly feeding you this garbage, right? And but it's when you get out of college, suddenly you realize that it's garbage and that this is a great place. I get a paycheck. I can save money. I can work. There's all this opportunity. But these are politicians. These are, quote, our leaders. And the belief in the media is that no one will take you seriously if you're patriotic. And in fact, if you're patriotic, that's a dog whistle for extremism, right? It's actually exclusionary to actually love your country. So it's flipped. When we were younger, being patriotic was the norm and burning a flag was risky. Now it's completely reversed. Yeah. If you want to be accepted in the entertainment industry, in media, in academia, you have to trash this country. However, none of these critics would go anywhere else. They love what they get. They love all the fringe benefits, all the benefits from trashing this country, because that's what America is. But they're all, in my view, they're disgusting people.
Well,
I had a doctor.
Be that as it may, you know, it seems very fashionable, Dana, to criticize and bash America, and most disturbingly to me, the American flag, which was this icon of respect and affection, and something that brought us all together, has suddenly become just another partisan kind of icon to throw around.
Well, remember, they are saying these things as they are sitting members of Congress.
Yeah.
Elected to the Congress, paid by the United States taxpayer, federal taxpayer dollars, in order for them to, have a salary. In order, well, Maxine Waters may be a different story if you want to look into that financial situation. Yeah. But every day you have a choice of how you want to conduct yourself. And what I think is happening here is that it's fashionable, but it also makes them money. If you bash America, it's great for retweets on Twitter. And then you can use that for fundraising. And that's what's happening. If you just ignore them. Like, don't feed into it. I think that would be a better thing. But the thing that really bothers me is that they'll do things like this, and then they'll turn around in the next breath and they'll say, well, how would you depolarize America?
Yeah.
Like, as if the onus were on the people who feel patriotic.
And yet, Jesse, it's true that the country is a place where there's tremendous inequality, however open and fair and free and the rest of it, and we always brag on it. I live in Cleveland, one of the poorest cities in America, and almost everybody living in those horrible neighborhoods is black.
Well, you can also say good things about this country. It doesn't have to be picking scabs every single day. That's also good relationship advice, Geraldo. Congresswoman Bush said two things.
I need another sentence to go with that.
Congresswoman Bush said two things really dumb things. She says this land was stolen. This land wasn't stolen. We won this land on the battlefield, and we bought it, right? We purchased Spain. We purchased Florida from Spain. We have the receipts. What, do you want to give Florida back to Spain?
How about the Seminoles?
Spain probably wouldn't take it. But what about them, Geraldo? We won that territory on the battlefield. It was an ugly, brutal battle, but we won it. We're not just going to give everything back to the indigenous people of this country. That's just no civilization. What, do the Moors come into Spain and conquer them for 800 years?
The beef
is people legit. Let's just give it back to Spain. It's just not reality. The other thing she said was this. She said that black people are not free. Where? She represents St. Louis, Geraldo. They have a black police chief, mayor, and DA in St. Louis. And they have a black congresswoman. So are you saying these black leaders are denying freedom to the black people of St. Louis? That's insane. So what she's doing is she's trafficking in hatred for money. And I looked at her website. It's reparations. Israel's an apartheid state. defund the police, empty the prisons, legalize crack. Greg may think that's a good idea. I think it's crazy. So I feel sorry for her district because she's not serving the interests of her district. But if she and I were to have dinner together, I think she'd like me. Yeah. I really do. I think I could convince her that we were good friends.
She'd like your mom.
She would like my mom.
She'd like your book, too.
She'd love my book.
Send it to her office.
I will.
You know, Katie, we have a vice president, Kamala Harris, the first woman, black woman. Barack Obama, historic, figure. And yet it seems as if the division since Barack Obama's tenure has only gotten more egregious.
Well, I think it's important to look at who's doing the dividing, who is stoking that division. And when Congresswoman Bush says that black people still aren't free, I think it really undermines the accomplishments of black Americans. Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas, for example, President Barack Obama, Larry Elder, Ben Carson, who's one of the best surgeons the world has ever known. I mean, this idea that they're downplaying all the accomplishments of these people to keep up this divisive narrative that, as Dana said, makes them money, gets them retweets, maybe gets them to be a card-carrying member of the new squad in the House. It really downplays not just the progress that we've made as a country, but also the progress that black Americans have made for their communities and for their country. And when it comes to fixing what you say is inequality in these communities, I recommend people read White Guilt by Shelby Steele, because it talks about these problems that have persisted for decades under black leadership. And that's something that I think people have to start talking about.
Oh, I do too. And I also think that the greatest civil right is a job with the possibility for promotion and other benefits. That I believe in the free enterprise system. And I just want to quickly say, to your point, anytime I criticize any of you, I get picked up in the various media. That's the recipe. That's the recipe for getting.
We're aware. Thank you, Geraldo.
It's so easy. It's so easy. The street.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.